Hey guys, today I'm talking about 25 ways to get roaches out of your kitchens, bathrooms, and living spaces of your house. But these methods are things that you probably already have in your kitchen and they're super safe, natural, and organic. So I'm going to go step by step on 25 different products and ways that you can keep roaches from coming inside and repelling them once they are inside, or even killing them if you have an infestation. So the first method is a simple 50-50 mix of boric acid and sugar. Whatever size container you have, you just mix it in equal parts. You can use something like this, a large plastic disposable Tupperware tight container. Cut a small hole in the side of it. Make sure the lid's on tight because you don't want your pets eating this. It's not highly toxic, but it could give them some stomach upset. But you cut that small hole, they go in there, the sugar will attract them to the trap, and the boric acid reacts with their digestive system and kills them. But you don't need something this large. You can use something as small as a cap and just mix it, put it up on appliances, stoves, refrigerators, whatever. I actually made this trap right here, and you can see there's 3 roaches trapped in there now. I just did a simple 50-50 mix, cut the top of a soda bottle off, inverted it, and that way they wouldn't go somewhere else and die. You would actually see the dead roaches right there in our trap. So this proves that the boric acid and sugar is a very effective trap. Second is diatomaceous earth, and it's something that's marketed and sold as an insect killer. I use it with this bulb duster around my tomato plants and different various vegetables out there that I want to keep the insects from destroying. But these bulb dusters not only are great in the garden, but they can also be used under appliances. You take 1 part powdered sugar and 9 parts diatomaceous earth, mix it up well, fill your bulb duster about halfway full, put it under appliances and dust under there. The powdered sugar, again, will attract them to it, and the diatomaceous earth will kill them because it reacts with their biology, their exoskeleton, I believe is what it is. But it is one of the most safest products you can buy. Make sure you get food grade, and that way you don't have to worry about if any human was to come in contact with it, small pet or animal eats it, it's not going to do any harm, but it will harm the large roaches and the small German roaches as well. Now recently I did an entire video about all the different ways baking soda can be used as an insecticide, but for roaches it's really simple. You're going to do equal parts of a sugar, whether it's cane sugar, powdered sugar, or granulated sugar, 50-50 mix with that with baking soda, and you can put it in something like a container like this. You can put it in, like we talked about earlier, the Tupperware type container, or even something as small as a bottle cap or a gallon size jar. Just mix it together, put it in there. Again, you want to keep it out of the pets area because you don't want them eating this and consuming it. This may cause some digestive upset, but it's not going to do severe harm, but it's just definitely not good for their digestive system. So this is a super simple, I'll put a link to that video where I talked about 30 different ways to use baking soda on 30 different types of insects. Now, you probably already have this in your pantry if you do a lot of cooking and you have a lot of spices, but bay leaves are very, very strong in odor, and they can repel roaches. You can spray this around small openings, windows, door sills, and it will repel them away from those areas and prevent them from coming inside. I use a sprayer like this to do just simple sprays across there. These solo sprayers, I have 5 or 6 of them around the greenhouse, and I've found literally hundreds of uses for them. So I'll put a link in the description, but they last quite a long time. This one's about 3 or 4 years old, and it works great. You can do pin streams or a fan spray, and I would recommend doing a heavy pin stream around any doors where you suspect roaches are coming in. But just simply putting about 10 bay leaves in a blender with about 1 cup of water, blending it to a very, very small particle size, then strain it, put it in your sprayer, and then spray those about once a week, those entry points about once a week, and it'll prevent roaches from coming inside. It will just act as a very strong smelling deterrent to keeping them outside where they belong. Now, in addition to bay leaves, I have always used peppermint oil around the greenhouse to repel insects, and it works great on ants as well as roaches and many other type of insects. But my favorite way to get the roaches, prevent them from coming inside, is the strong smell of the peppermint. You can also use eucalyptus, and that will work as well, and lavender, that would have a very strong odor, but I think peppermint works best. You just want to put this in a sprayer, about 1 tablespoon to 1 cup of water, and you can upsize it depending on the size of your container, sprayer, whichever, and then spray around windows and doors, and this will help prevent them from coming inside. Again, this isn't like an industrial pesticide, so you're going to have to apply it more frequently to keep them out, probably once a week if you have a very severe infestation. Now, this is what I've been reading about for quite a few years, and it's cucumbers. Cucumbers, especially the bitter varieties, have a chemical that can repel roaches away from windows and doors. You want to put this in a blender, again strain it. It's the same principle as the peppermint oil or the other products that have the bay leaves that have such a strong odor it can repel. But you would never think about cucumbers, especially the pickling type that do have a bitter flavor. If you're pickling, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That if you bite into a cucumber that's specifically grown for pickling, you won't like it. So the pickling type cucumbers have that chemical in them. If I can find the name of it, I'll put it up on the screen, but that can work really well on repelling insects such as roaches. It's not going to kill them, but it can keep them from coming into your kitchen areas. Now, almost all home cooks are going to have onions and garlic, and that's another two combination that works really well. You want to put these in a blender, puree them, and then strain them into a container and boil the liquid and then allow it to cool and then put it in your sprayer and it will act as a repellent. So if you don't have some of the other products, these two are very common in most people's kitchens and they work well as a repellent around windows and door sills. Now, catnip is another product you can use that repels roaches from your pantry, kitchen cabinets, anywhere like that. I just put them in these small bags. I bought these bags for my persimmon tree so I could protect the persimmons from insect damage, and they work really well on keeping insects off the persimmons. But it can also be a great way. It allows the odor of the catnip to permeate around the cabinets, the pantry, and it acts as a repellent as the other strong smelling things do, and it keeps them out of your pantry and possibly contaminating your food. So something as simple as catnip can work quite well if you grow it around your house. So cedar shavings is also another product you can use to repel roaches. You can put this safely around your house. You don't have to worry about kids getting into it or pets eating it. It's just basically pure wood shavings from cedar that I often use around pet bedding to also help with fleas. But a lot of people don't realize that, but the cedar shavings have such a strong odor, they can also repel roaches. You can put this inside of your kitchen pantry around food items without having to worry about any kind of type of contamination, and it can also repel the roaches out of those areas. So lemons are a great way to repel roaches. You can take a lemon zester and shave off the outer area of the lemon about 50% down and get some of the richest lemon oils you can imagine. You can put it in a sprayer and then spray all of your kitchen pantries and cabinets, anywhere you're having a problem with roaches. But citrus acid can really help, and that odor is really strong. It smells great to us, but to roaches it can act as a very strong repellent. Now, neem oil is known to be toxic to roaches. You can take 1 tablespoon of non-concentrate or maybe a teaspoon of the concentrate, put it in your sprayer, mix it with about 1 cup of water, and spray any areas inside your home where you're seeing roaches, especially those pantries and cabinets. And this is very safe. This comes from the neem tree. It's not going to harm you or your pets, but it will take care of those roaches. So this is not a repellent. This actually will kill the roaches. Now, the next recipe involves adding one thing to our onion and garlic recipe, and that's putting 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper powder. Add it to there, and it actually boosts your repellent feature of your garlic and your onion even more. And this right here, if you have a lot of pets around your house, you may not want to do that. But if you have a pet-free home, you might want to try adding the garlic powder. To a pet, it may be something they might be tempted to lick. And if you know anything about cayenne pepper, it would be something they would only do once. So you can take a sprayer like this and spray your baseboards, under cabinets, places like that, under appliances. And this recipe just adds one more thing to our lemon and garlic. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is a countertop wipe down. If you're having a problem with roaches in your kitchen, you can take some lemon juice, unsweetened, make sure it doesn't have sugar in it, or else your countertops will be sticky after you wipe it down. Or you can just use pure lemon juice from a real lemon, wipe it down with a cloth, and then allow it to sit there overnight, and that can act as a repellent too. So either way, the most critical point is you want to make sure that it is 100% pure and doesn't have any additives or any sugars added. Now, next is using coffee grounds as an attractant to roaches, and you're going to put them in some type of small container like this so they'll be attracted to it. You can either add baking soda or boric acid to the mix, about 1 teaspoon per 2 tablespoons of coffee grounds, used or fresh, either way, and it will attract them. You can do something like this again, put the small hole in there, it will draw them to it. Once they eat it, these 2 products will kill them. But again, the coffee itself draws them to your trap. And you don't have to use something large. Again, you can use something as small as a bottle cap. So a lot of times in the warmer times of the year, you'll see a roach scurry across the floor, and before you can grab a tissue to try to catch it, it gets away. So I recommend putting 2 tablespoons of dish soap with 1 cup of water. Keep something like this handy on your countertop in some type of spray bottle. And then as soon as you see the roach, you can hit it very quickly with a powerful, quick stream, and it will kill it. It may not kill it instantly, but it will die within a matter of minutes. Now, if you've ever planted mint in your garden, you'll quickly discover that mint in all its varieties will quickly take over a garden. That's why I grow it in raised 4x8 beds, and that way it's contained in that area and doesn't take over the entire vegetable garden. But using mint as a repellent is a great way to keep roaches out of specific areas like pantries, cabinets, entryways. You can just put fresh mint in those areas, and also you can put it in a blender and mix it with about 1 cup of water to about a handful of mint plant, and then spray across door sills, window sills, and that can also prevent them from coming inside. So mint is another one of those things that won't kill the roach, but the smell of it can be powerful enough to repel them away from possible entry points. Now, this next mixture will not kill roaches, but it will definitely repel them depending on the strength of vinegar you have. The most common kitchen vinegars have about 4 to 5% acidity, something like this, a 75%. I've even seen 99% on Amazon. You're going to do a 50-50% mix with just plain water, spray the door sills and window sills, and it will act as a repellent. Although ordinary kitchen vinegar will work, something like this, a 75% vinegar, can be much more effective, and you only have to use a small amount of it. So again, it's a 50-50 mix. You use half a cup of water, half a cup of vinegar, and you'll have a long-lasting repellent that you can hit each time, maybe once every couple of weeks during the season when you're seeing roaches. Now, if you have whole cloves in your spice area, you'll notice that when you smell them, the smell is extremely strong. But if you can get clove oil, you can order it online pretty easily, or you can take a whole clove, put it in a blender with a few tablespoons of water, and you can extract the oil out of it. Dab that on cotton balls and put it inside of your pantry and cabinets wherever you might have roaches, and the smell of the cloves will act as a repellent for those roaches that are infested in those areas. Now, the next thing is a repellent that repels roaches from your entire kitchen, and your kitchen will smell quite a bit like vinegar after you do this trick, but it works really well. Take 1 tablespoon of whatever brand of liquid dish soap, 1 cup of just common ordinary 4 to 5% acidity vinegar, put it in 1 gallon of water, then mop your floor in your kitchen, and that smell will repel any roaches. Of course, it's going to smell very strongly of vinegar for a few hours, but it makes an excellent repellent. When the roaches are down at the floor level, it will repel them away from your kitchen. Now, next is a sugar and cornstarch easy 50-50 mix. It's super simple to put together. You're just going to put it in a container like this. I use this as a dusting agent around the greenhouse. I just took an old container. I think it had cheese in it at one time, drilled some holes, and whenever I'm seeing a problem with roaches around my greenhouse, I'll just dust around the perimeter of it, and it helps get them under control. You can also do doors and windowsills with this mixture. The powdered sugar attracts them to it, and the cornstarch reacts with their biological system and kills the roach fairly quickly, so you'll probably find a lot of dead roaches right outside your windows and doors. Now, the next one is a countertop wipe down. You're going to take 1 cup of lemon juice and 1 tablespoon of baking soda, mix it together, and wipe your countertops down before you go to bed at nighttime, and it can act as a repellent and keep the roaches away. It's not going to necessarily kill the roaches, but the strong smell of the lemon juice and the baking soda will definitely help repel them away from countertops. It also, incidentally, makes a great surface cleaner as well. Now, this next one just involves ordinary salt, and you mix 2 tablespoons of salt with 1 cup of water, put it in a sprayer like this, and spray any infested areas. This works especially well with German roaches. You can hit those areas, and the salt and the water acts as an irritant, can repel them, and a certain amount of them will be eliminated by this mixture as well. If you mix it strong enough, you can even double the mixture if you have a really severe infestation of the small German roaches. So the next formula is just simple borax and flour. You're going to take 2 parts of the borax and 1 part flour, mix it well together, and just put it in any of those containers. The flour will attract the roaches to it. Remember to put a little small hole to keep any animals out. Flour is not toxic, but the borax may have some negative effects on your pet, and the flour itself can cause some digestive problems. So you just want to make sure that your pets can't get to the solution. The roaches will go in, it will eliminate them very quickly. Now, these products are super simple to use, and this is a Catch Master glue board, and there's a food scent built into the glue. You can fold them up into a box like this, and they work extremely well on the small German roaches as well as the large American roaches. Basically, it just has wax paper on top. You just peel it off, put it under kitchen appliances or anywhere else you're having a problem with roaches, and that will be attractive. You can also dab a small amount of peanut butter right into the center to act as an attractant as well, or any sweet smelling product, even something like a fruit or vegetable there right in the center that will draw the roaches right to it. But this is one of my favorite things to use. They're so easy to set up, and they're not completely non-toxic and safe. The worst thing that would happen is you get it stuck to your hand, or a pet might step on it. So you want to put this out of reach of children, pets, and maybe under appliances and things like this. I'll put a link in the description to these as well, because these are things I've been using for over 20 years in and around the greenhouse. So guys, more than likely you have some of these products in and around your house or even growing in your garden, and they're really effective on getting rid of roaches if you know how to set them up and use them. So just remember that roaches are not as hard to get rid of as you think, as if you know the proper way to do it. So guys, I want to say thanks so much for watching. If you have a question about this video or any previous video, if you'll become a public subscriber first, then I can filter I get so many comments, it would be just about impossible to answer everyone, but I filter my comments by public subscribers, and you'll be able to see quickly that I do respond to questions. I just can't respond to all of them. So have a great day.